Alright, welcome back. This is OneEyedCat, and now we're going to talk about what you do in the next hour of the game. As you may have noticed, my mech has changed a little bit. I accidentally forgot to save the last one, and so I had to go through the whole process at the first hour of the game all over again. But here's my mech right now. Notice that, well, I'm going to actually swap that real quick. Notice that I am more or less all epic right now, and that's because I got some good stuff out of this specific one, this specific drop. By the way, this is going to be my heat mech in the future, so I'm just going to sort of throw a few random things here just to sort of keep it together. But anyway, yeah, so this is going to be my heat mech eventually. Put this over here so I can see stuff. Nemo, so here's what I got from the game through this time around. I am not recommending that you just go and play a lucky dipping game where you basically go and like create accounts until you get what you want. That is just silly in the beginning of the game because the odds are stacked in the favor of the premium pack being all epic. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just saying statistically that's what happened. With the last one I got a platinum, this one I did not. That's fine, whatever. It's not worth fiddling around trying to keep creating accounts until you get what you want. So here's what I got. Now, because of what I got in the first premium pack, and catch you up to speed, I happened to get a Naga torso. This is probably the best energy torso. And I'm not saying you have to start off with an energy mech, but just because I happened to get a Malice Beam and a Frantic Lightning and an EMP and a Naga in that first package, and then I got like Lightning Supporters later. These are just going to be temporary legs. Because I got all these things, that's why I went energy, but not completely, because like I said, I'm in the beginning phases of the game. You have to sort of do what you can with the items that the game gives you. And that's usually the way Super Mechs works anyway. Like in my main account, I've gotten nothing, well, not nothing but I've gotten mainly energy premiums, so I like to run energy mechs when I can. My alt, however, has gotten a whole bunch of nice stuff with heat. So my alt runs my clan, and my main is my main attack weapon. And so each one has 3 mechs, and that's how I do things with my clan. My clan has grown from 1 clan to 2 to back to 1, so that's why I had to have 2 accounts in the first place. Again, I'm not saying that you should or should not use 2 accounts. I'm just saying that if you're going to do that, spend money on both, which is what I did at the beginning of the game when I started playing back in September of 2020. I also got a snack back to this account. This is a new account, by the way. I also got a snack in that first package, so I got like essentially 4 energy items in that first premium pack, so that's why I went this way. If I gotten physical or heat, I would have went that way anyway, so, you get the point. So just do your best at what you can. Right now, I'm not worried about having 3 mechs in this game, even though I'm going to put some placeholders in here for the different types, because honestly, it really doesn't matter at this point. Actually, you know what? That might actually help me out here. I got an Annihilation at the beginning of the game. I love this weapon, but because I'm doing energy, I might actually go with this for a little while just to see how it works. It's not the best. The Hungering Beam is not the best weapon. Definitely an Ash Creator would be better, which is a premium item. But the Annihilation, just so you know, in the beginning of the game, the Annihilation is a great weapon. It's energy free. I love Annihilation. But anyway, so this is what my account looks like. It's sort of derpy, but that's okay, because we're just trying to, do our best and be the most efficient we can at the beginning of the game. Now, at the beginning of the game, I'm going to recommend that you do not go above, level 3 on your factory, because all you need is common items, chance of rare, and quick common. Honestly, really, all you need is common items. I would actually recommend that at the beginning. Don't even go farther than that. But mainly what you're going to upgrade, in my opinion, as you go along, is you're going to upgrade your base so that you can have, and get to the point where you have 4 gold mines that are level 20. That will be your main supply of gold in this game, and it works out really good. For other supplies of gold, obviously you can just farm the campaign. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go and do raid. Raid is really important in this game because you want to earn some tokens and some gold, and this is one of the best ways to do that. So definitely play the raid. Of course, we have our ads. I'll speak while we're doing the ad. Raid isn't perfect. Alex has changed raid quite a bit since the inception of the game, so that the upper levels should be more difficult, and that's good because then it's more competitive. So it still offers a challenge even when you're like a top rank player. And you know, the ability to beat raid into the 3 versus 3, all the way into 3 versus 3, it's extremely hard. But you know, if you're a top ranked player, eventually you can do it. So anyway, now lightning. I want to say something about frantic lightning real quick. It's a good weapon, but it's not the best. The frantic series of weapons is controversial. I'm not going to go into too much of the controversy, but what you should know is frantic lightning, if you want to punch someone really hard, like when they're energy drained, frantic lightning is a great option. A great non-premium option. It's got, at the max, it's got 2 shots, but it'll do some good damage. Malice Beam is more for draining them, and Frantic is more for damage. So it's not too bad. It's okay. Alright, so what are we doing in the game? Now, at this point, the game becomes building items in the base. You know, we're just building a little bit for the sake of showing this off. You should join a clan. However, I'm going to talk about that real quick. Yeah, whatever. I know what it does. Joining a clan is really difficult in this game because at low rank, almost no one's going to want you. And it's not a bad thing. We're not saying this in a negative way. We're just saying that some clans have policies in them so that they want only like people that are serious at playing this game. For example, Noble Warriors clan, you have to be rank 10. So now, right now, this is my level. That's not my rank. My rank is here, rank 17. So, you know, that boundary is in place specifically so that people, only people who are serious are in the game, so you don't accidentally get someone's random alt account. It's not a negative thing, but it's just the way things go. Now, there's two things you should be doing in this game if you want to progress, and the first one is beating the campaign. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to let the computer beat up all the random stuff at the beginning. Naga, by the way, is a great torso. You can upgrade that thing all the way to Divine, and it's not a bad decision. It's actually a good decision in my opinion. Naga is a good torso. It's probably the best non-premium energy torso in the game. The best non-premium torso overall is Wendigo. So if we get one of those, we'll use it. But there's also, at the beginning of the game, a chance that we could get one of the monkey torsos. Monkey torsos are famous for looking like gorillas. There's 3 types, fractured heat armor, rusty energy armor, and hollow spectral armor. Of these 2, rusty energy armor and fractured heat armor are your best bets. So if you get one of those, they're good. They don't have resistance, but what they do have is a lot of hit points, and that's something you really want because that'll help out. Now, if you were watching what happened with the computer playing this account, you can tell that was a really stupid move. That's why sometimes like I'll let the computer farm the game, but there's other times where I won't. And I think this is one of those times where I notice something and I'm not going to let it because the computer's being annoying, using up utilities when it shouldn't be. But I'm here to pull it out, rescue it so I don't end up like hurting because of that. Some people farm the entire campaign. That's fine too. I'm going to actually play it a little bit. I'm going to let the computer farm it at the beginning so it gets rid of all the structures. But then after that, I'm going to farm it. So basically, when it gets done beating up all the structures and grabbing all the crates, then I'll go ahead and pull it out. It's going to go over and grab that last crate. Alright, so I usually start from, especially because I didn't get any health packs, I start towards the easiest first. By the way, EMP, it's not a bad weapon. The overloaded EMP is probably your best bet, but the normal EMP, the normal non-premium one, is actually good too, which is what I'm using here on this energy mech. Usually what you want to do is you want to use the EMP only when you're sure that dropping it is going to result in two things. First, your enemy gets drained, but second of all, you don't get drained, because if you drain yourself, even though you have a regen cycle coming up, if your enemy can drain you, then what was the point of doing that? Sometimes it's better to not use your EMP until the end. Sometimes it's better to use it as a weapon. Like if they're drained and this is like, you know, they're on their last hit points, and sometimes you can just drop it to be nasty. I'm going to do this, I'm going to drop it just because I can, and now see they don't fire at me. Instead, they're just charging me, so that can like help out a little bit, because they're going to do less damage when they charge me, or in the case of a mech, when they run over to stomp me. So a snack is probably your best non-premium energy drone. Well, not the best. It's probably a good start. It has good. It has like infinite range. It doesn't have backfire. It's mostly a damage concept of drone. It's good. It's not bad. But it's not necessarily the best drone. In my opinion, the best non-premium drone for you is Face Shocker. Some people will argue with that because they're like, well, I don't like Face Shocker because it's a 3-turn drone. You have to keep pulling the drone back out. Well, my usual response to that is, with an energy mech, you need to have the enemy drained. Wow, they're out of range. You need to have, I might use, let me think here, what do I want to do? I think I'm going to EMP. You want to have the enemy drained by 3 turns anyway. So if you're using Face Shocker, like I can see using Face Shocker just simply because you need to have your enemy drained by the 3rd turn anyway. Okay, what I want to do about this. So one of the benefits of Snack is it is energy free. Not energy free, sorry. It's infinite range, no backfire. It's a decent drone. It's not the best. And sort of got myself stuck in the wall. With a better build or better tactics, maybe I would have gotten out of that, but that's fine for now. So Face Shocker is probably your best non-premium drone in this game. You should have the enemy drained by turn 3. I mean, it's, you know, I'm not saying you're horrible if you don't. I'm just saying you probably should, because that's how this game sort of works, in my opinion. Okay, now these guys, again, you need to remember. Okay, how many cooling can I do? Now, technically, what I could do right now is I can just, like, drop the EMP right now. If I look at their weapon, it takes energy, right? So that should prevent them from doing much. But what it now depends on is, can I keep them drained? So I should look at the map. Okay, how far away are they? Sometimes it's better to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes it's better to get out a distance, because now he has to jump over to me, and then sometimes I can do something about that. It just depends. Like I said, I'm doing the best with the weapons I have. So for now, it is what it is. But, you know, I'll get into some of the combat stuff in a little bit. Alright, so I got some healing packs. Let the computer auto-farm, blow up all the buildings. So, This game, when you play this game, sometimes you might be tempted to just be like sort of like an arcade game, a shoot 'em up arcade game, where you just run around and like, blow things up. That is sort of how it works in some ways. But in other ways, it's actually, if you think about this game, it should be thought of more like the game of chess. Because in chess, you're looking at multiple things before you make a move. Alright, so some people, for example, only play this game zoomed out, which is probably a smart idea. I do a mixture depending on what I'm up to, but I just have to remember not to forget to zoom out. So when you're running a campaign or even the arena, what you want to be thinking about are several things. First, if it's the arena, you should know based on the mech selection screen what type of mechs the enemy has. That should be something that you pay attention to, because you don't want to make a mistake. So if you're playing a little bit flippantly and the enemy has a really nice second mech up their sleeve, you might suffer for it because you weren't thinking. So you want to think in terms of all their mechs. For example, in the arena, if their second mech or even their first mech has a scope on it, for example, I should probably pay attention to where I am on the map so that I don't accidentally get my butt kicked. Alright. Because if I beat their first mech, but I'm in range of their scope mech, when their second mech that has scopes, for example, hypothetically, generates, and it's their turn, they have 2 turns, you're in scope, at one of the edges of the map. You're in scope range now, so you're probably going to die, because they're going to scope you, and I don't blame them. It just depends, of course, on multiple factors. So that's like, you want to pay attention where you are on the map, especially between battles. You want to pay attention to what mechs they have. These are all heat, but like I said, pay attention to what they have. All right. Second of all, you want to pay attention to your own heat level, like you see me doing that. So I paid attention to my hit points. I'm not at middle yet, so I don't even need to use a repair pack, even though I probably should have. I'm going to be fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm paying attention also to my heat level, because I don't want to die. Because if one of these guys with all these flamethrowers, these heat flamethrowers, got a chance to like fire them all, they do like, if you look at them, they do like 34 heat. 2 of those in one turn would put me into cooling, in the sense that I would need to like cool down my mech, to avoid getting stuck in one of those what are they called, shutdown loops. So I'm paying attention to that. Let's see, and I'm also paying attention to energy. If I was fighting an energy mech, I would want to make sure I pay attention to my energy so I don't accidentally get myself drained. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Sometimes I have enough energy-free weapons that I can get away with it. But usually I need to pay attention to what I'm doing when it comes to energy. Some of that might be unavoidable and some of it not. So it just depends. It's like a game of chess. And then when I'm battling my enemy, I'm looking at what weapons do I have available, what's in range, what utilities do I have, stuff like that. Because I do not want to, like, say I jump forward towards the mech thinking I have a shot of my close range energy flamethrower. But then when I get there, I forgot to pay attention to whether I had any shots left, and now I don't have any shots left. Then I'm like, okay, well, what do? Do I stomp them? That's about all I got. And it's stuff like that you need to pay attention to. I am not the world's best when it comes to that, so I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm perfect and you should do everything I do. All I'm saying is, yeah, that's why it's doing that. You should just try to pay attention when you can. Now this kit I'm trying to upgrade to 10. Upgrading kits in order to use them to upgrade other items is a good idea because they amplify the amount of boosting power you get. So using kits, I don't have the ability to build them on my own yet, but using them when I do get them is a good idea. Alright, actually I should probably go over there like this. Alright, so he has enough, like, EMP. I'll explain this match in terms of thinking about EMP. He has just enough energy that if I use EMP, I can drain him. But also basically 40, 40, and 20. I could probably drain him to the point where he can't use his weapons just using my standard weapons and my drone. See, I got him to 8. Now this guy has these weapons that are energy free, so it's probably a bad idea. Or it's probably not going to be completely effective. He'll still shoot me with these, and he still has a charge. But, you know, overall, I drained him so he can't use his rapid destructions, for example. So, there you go. The difficult thing about this game is because of the non-conformity in weapon types and concepts, and I say this in a good way, you can mess up because certain weapons have certain quirks. Knowing what weapons can do and can't do in this game is highly beneficial, so that you don't accidentally get screwed. All right, and there's that. So we're gonna go over here. This is gonna be pretty easy because he has a buggy. Boom. There we go. Now I'm going to go and grab this and this and this before I get the last mech. Boom. And of course he happens to have one of those energy-free items too. By the way, I'm not endorsing lightning supporters. They just happen to work, have synergy with working with my other weapons that are energy. But I would recommend, honestly, instead of these, that you get massive shocker legs. Probably the best legs in the game are always going to be the massive types. Massive shocker legs, massive lava legs, you know, massive stone legs, all the various types. So now I'm going to keep working on upgrading my torso because that's where a lot of my benefits come from. I still don't have decent modules like the ones that actually matter long range, long term, so I can't really do much about that. So this game is, right now I'm just more or less trying to beat the campaigns for the tokens so I can get another premium pack at 335 tokens. That way, you know, that way I can get better items, hopefully, or even just more epic items which can be used to build the other mechs. I think at about rank 15, maybe it's rank 15. Rank 15 I think is about the time where in the arena you have to have 2 mechs. If you noticed when I was at the arena, or out in the main screen, the arena had a number 5 indicator on it, like it was trying to notify me. That means there's 5 opportunities to get arena coins, which help you get things in the arena shop, which buffs your, they buff your attributes. So that's what you're doing with the arena at this point in the game, is you're trying to increase your benefit stats, your attribute stats, I guess you can call them. Because you want to boost your, you can boost your physical damage, you can boost your energy damage. So that's what I'm trying to do there. I do recommend, I'm going to get there in a second, I'll show you some stuff. I do recommend boosting things that maybe some other people may not recommend. And I'll give you an example in the arena shop. For example, I have done a little bit of boosting because, let's see, what do I want? Energy damage, I want to do that. Yeah, so I'm going to get all these to like 1. But I've already done hit points to 1. One of the things I'm going to want to do at the beginning of the game, because in this game, this is a grinding game. Fuel capacity, that one's not as important because you get bonuses to that as you level up in the campaign. Fuel regen, however, you want to get because you want to grind this game as much as you can. So if you're a student and you can't sit at a desk and grind because you're at a school and they don't let you install games, don't try to get around the restrictions. It's just one of those things that, you're just going to have to deal with. But if you're someone that can, play this at a desk, this is a great idle game. So the 2 things, in my opinion, you would want to boost at the beginning are fuel regen and arena gold, because those are the ways that you earn items, you earn bonuses, you earn your gold. That's how you do your main gold, is by grinding. The other way is by the campaign, which is what I'm doing. So you can see my fuel right here. You want that to refill as much as possible, so you want fuel regen. Because once you get to a certain point, you're going to farm the campaigns so that you can get items. A couple of ways you can do that in this game, in terms of if you just want items, and it sucks. A couple of ways you can do that are the boss levels. Boss levels, depending on the boss level, because I haven't really studied it as much, but the highest campaign boss level and difficulty that you can fight to farm your stuff, the better. Because that will give you, other than ads, that will give you the possibility of fortune boxes. Fortune boxes are going to usually give you rare items, but every once in a while they give you good things like power kits. Even rare power kits are good. Common power kits, but they also sometimes you have the chance to get epic items or even legendary items. For example, one of the very first monkey torsos I got on my main account when I was started playing was from a fortune box, and so fortune boxes can be a great source of nice items. They're not always a good source because they are a fortune box, they're sort of random. And usually they're going to give you epic, but the odds are high enough that you should farm them for epic and legendary items that you sometimes get. And that's going to get you stronger faster. So this guy's a flamethrower guy. He's going to get up close. Because he's AI and he's being dumb. What do I want to do? Go out to range 6, so I can hit him with that. And a couple more shots, I should be good. Zap. Notice energy weapons do more damage when you're drained. Like I said, all that drain that you didn't use. Man, this is going to suck because I happen to spawn right there. All that extra drain turns into damage, so it's a lot of fun. Let's pull him over here, so he'll follow me over here. And then what I'll do is teleport out to range 6. Hit him with damage. Zap. There you go. Complete these as fast as I can. Not to bore you, but because I want to get this over with. Theory, if it was close enough, I could have done that. Anyway. Boom. Alright, now what do I want to do? 3, 4, 5, 6. I am using the desktop application, by the way. The phone application is not too bad. And honestly, I could probably use that as a source of damage. Bullseye. Sometimes grappling hooks can be used as a form of damage. You just need to pay attention, like if you're using a 2 to 4 range drone like Tonto, Firefly, or Electrolight, that probably would have been a bad move unless I have another move left to like stomp. So, like I said, trying to beat this as fast as I can, not trying to bore you. I'm just trying to show you some of the benefits you can get. I'm going to try to get the tokens to 335 before the end of this video so I can show you the second box. Premium pack, rather. Alright, yay. Okay, these are heat mechs, so I'm going to have to pay attention to my heat. Yeah, see, my regen was boosted to 78. See, that's a tactic right there you can use if you drain someone to 0 and then hit them with Frantic Lightning. You'll do quite a bit. Yay, it shipped. Alright. Order something online. I'm glad to see that it's shipped. Alright, it doesn't have... It is signature required, but it does not have... Let's see here. I'll do that. Do. That's why I hit them with Malice Beam first and Frantic Lightning second, because once they're drained, or at least as drained as possible, Frantic Lightning will do some damage, so a little bit more damage than that. So now, the ideal config for an energy mech in this game, at least in the beginning ranks, would be EMP, 2 Malice Beams, and a Lightning Recoiler. So if I get those items, I'll switch to them. But for now, I don't have them, so that's fine. I can just do my best with what I've got. That's probably a Twisted Flux weapon. They're not. Twisted Flux is not something you want to use in the arena unless you have nothing better. Yay, we got our ads. I'm going to pause the video. There we go. I'm going to get myself something to drink. Get myself some tea. Alright. This guy. Boom. Let's see what I got though. 78. Does he have like the little thingies? Yes, he does. Our survey says boom. That's what our survey says. Our survey says boom. Alright, and healing just because I should. These weapons on top of this mech are called Supreme Cannons. If you get one of those, that's good. I would strongly recommend that if you get those. Notice I EMP'd first. If you strongly recommend that if you get Supreme Cannon, hold on to at least one of them. They're a good heat weapon. They're very useful. They're not a premium, so you should be able to get at least one of them. Alright, so I need to teleport out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whap. There we go. I did boost some of these weapons just a little bit at the beginning of the game to trigger the achievement to get the tokens. Like, you know, boosting a top weapon, boosting a side weapon, boosting a drone, da-da-da-da. Ta-da! Now notice when I level up, it refills my fuel, which is good. I think I'm gonna go over here. Oh, what is this? Oh yeah, that's the Titan. I don't have enough. I don't have enough stuff for the Titan yet. All right, this is like probably one of the first serious battles. I'm gonna let it go into auto farm so that it blows down the buildings for me. But this is probably one of the first serious boss battles that you can use to farm if you're strong enough. So what you'll probably have to do is experiment based on where you are in the game when you first start out. Like go in here and hit autoplay a few times and see what happens. Every once in a while you do get one of those random encounters where like you don't get any health packs. So sometimes you may lose, but it's worth trying to farm it just to see if you can. Because this is one of the ones that should, if I remember correctly, drop some fortune boxes. Buggy die. So based on how I do, I might actually like hold off on these just to see how strong my mech already is. I'm going to do EMP up front just because I want to drain the enemy up front. Maybe that wasn't the best move as I learned, so maybe I'll do it differently. But anyway. These little buggies aren't too bad. Let's try drone first. Alright, drain them a little bit, and turn EMP into a bomb. Maybe that's the best way to do it, is drone first. So, you learn, you live, you learn. Do-do-do, Boom. See, 170 damage out of Frantic Lightning, just because they were already drained. That's actually not too shabby. And they moved away. And now they're going to move towards, because I drained them. Boom. Alright, I'm going to go over here. Let's see how badly these guys damage me. Drone first. And hit them with that. Turn EMP into a bomb. They're going to hit me with that. Hit them with this. There's a point at which this game does become, at least in the campaigns, it does become a little repetitive. That's not that bad a thing. It may not be the best thing, but it's not too bad. Alright, drain you a little, turn EMP into a bomb, sort of. But of course they have that, so I'm going to stop and flamethrower. And they're going to do that again. So now I'm going to teleport out. They're not drained yet, so I'm going to hit them with that. Maybe I should have hit them with Frantic, but whatever, that's fine. Smack. There we go. Lightning supporters are actually not bad feat in terms of upgrading them to legendary so that you can mythical other items, but I would not use them as my main feat, except, you know, I'm early in the game. The energy mech that I described, in terms of the weapons combination, I'm gonna have to use a health pack there. In terms of the mech configuration I told you about, which is 2 malice beams and an EMP and a recoiler, which is not what I have installed, that's good stuff. Even to rank 3, of course your torso and your legs will improve over time, but that configuration will go all the way to rank 3 approximately. So so that's something to keep in mind. It's a good configuration. I've actually run that configuration of 4 weapons in top ranks to rank 3. It's not bad at all. It does its job because that configuration is for drain. Makes sense because you have an EMP. All right, this guy's gonna be a little bit harder to drain, but he's gonna also come close, which is his mistake. Now, it looks like he has some sweeties, which are energy-free, I think. So he might actually be able to use those. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try teleporting out. I don't know if he has a charge or not, because I can't remember. He might. Nope, he doesn't. Alright, so he's at a good range for me. So he's going to... Nope, he's got sweeties, so he's hitting me with those. That's fine, though. Boom. And I don't have a charge. I'm going to run over and flame overheat him. Boom. Yay. Which, you know, in some senses doesn't make sense, but whatever. No judgment. Yay, so I beat this one, and it might give me a fortune box at the end. Yes, it did. Let's see what I get. It'd be awesome if I got a monkey torso out of this. Nope. Rare. And that's fine, because, you know, rare is what I sort of expect anyway, because that's statistically what you're going to get. See, now I need more... The part that's a pain in the rear is I need more wins in the arena. So, I don't know. I might actually go back to the arena for a little bit, but 100 tokens, blah blah. I get tokens for winning tokens. Yay! Oops. So let's see. I don't think I need to upgrade anything right now. I want to look at something real quick. Let's see. Holding the mouse down on this, you can see that this goes to epic. Honestly, because I have it, it might actually be a decent thing to upgrade right now. Just simply because, I mean, if it's all you got, you know. But what you can do with this is you can just tell yourself that you want to go to the maximum of epic, so that you can keep it at epic and then use it to upgrade something else later. Yay! I did that. I did that. All right. And now I'm gonna watch an ad to get an item. This is how you get. This is how I've gotten a lot of good things. I've actually gotten a monkey torso out of watching ads in this area. So watching ads is good if you can. See, I got another malice beam. This is actually a good development. So, because what I can do, see, it's got energy damage is 24 right now. Energy damage of this is 37. I can't use it yet, but I can hold on to it, and I can upgrade it over time, because that'll be a good thing. Like I said before, the dual malice beam is a good configuration. So I'm going to go into the arena, try to win some wins. I don't know if I will, because my mech is sort of derpy, but it's not too bad. Let's see if there's anyone online. Now it's actually doing the searching thing. The first hour I was playing the game, it didn't. I think it was giving me AI enemies. This time it's going to actually give me real human enemies. I didn't really record some of the last time I went into the arena doing stuff, but you know. See, this is sort of problematic to me. This guy's already got a legendary level, what is it called? Hysteria. That makes me wonder if this guy is legit. I might get drained by this guy, and there's nothing I can do about it, because he just happens to have better equipment right now. So, oh well. Now I'm the one that's drained. So now I'm the one, but I might be lucky, because notice he's got a physical hammer, he doesn't have an energy hammer. So in some senses, I can, like, if I try to stay out of his range, I might get lucky and he might continue to hammer me. Yeah, there we go. So he didn't touch my energy. So with tactics, I might win, but it's not likely because this guy's got a lot of hit points. Yep, I'm probably dead. And he's got a Grim Cobra. I don't have a Grim Cobra on this one. I had one on the last account that I accidentally lost when I was making the other video. So, arena, you're not going to win every arena fight. You're going to win roughly half of them. So I'm going to do my 5 at this point. See, this guy's got some similar weapons, but this Hysteria is like range 4 to 8, so I might actually outgun them at the close range. It just depends what he does next. And he doesn't have very much energy. I can take that out with 1 EMP. So, I don't know. I might get lucky here. If the person's actually paying attention. Are they even there? Hello? Hello? See, I really wish I could turn off the mech's breathing effect, because it's just creepy, honestly. To me, it's just, like, dumb. Because, like, the whole point of playing this game was virtual combat with mechs. Like, if they're breathing like this, you're personifying them too much, so at this point it's almost like I'm killing people instead of, like, mechs. Instead of blowing up mechs. So, whatever. This guy might time out. It looks like he's going idle, or like the game timed out for him, so I might win this just because he's not paying attention. So the next move I'll make is if he or she is not paying attention, it'll be a stomp and an EMP. At which point he's probably done anyway because he wasn't paying attention and now he's drained. I'd like you to understand that usually I would ask people for consent to record, but at this point, you know, these are like the beginning arena stuff and you don't know who these people are. It might be okay at this point, but I will make a comment that, like, if you happen to be recorded in my videos and you don't want to be recorded in my videos, if you reply to this and I'm able to establish that you are an actual person that exists, I might be entitled, or I might feel inclined to remove that from you, or remove you from the video, because I care about people's stuff. So I'm going to do 10 arena matches just to show you some stuff in here. Maybe this will be helpful to you guys who want to do things in arenas. Alright, this guy is physical and, you know, mainly non-energy. So I might actually have some good times. Now this right here I want to talk to you about. This weapon right here is sort of like the same family of weapons as the cracked plasma cannon. In my opinion, it's a bad weapon to use at this point in the game, simply because of the fact that it's a backfire weapon. So every time this guy fires this, it's doing 30 damage to himself. At that point, it's basically like, you know, how do I describe it? It's like giving your enemy a gift. Yeah, this guy has really good regen, so I don't know if I'll be able to continue this pace, but I can probably drain him on the next turn. If they're paying attention, are they even there? Are they even there? Yes, they're there. So this should result in them being drained. And now they can't really fire any of their weapons that I know of. Sometimes people just quit out when you do that because they just don't want to deal with it. I understand. I would still rather continue fighting just because sometimes your enemy makes mistakes. Yeah, I know I can do this. So energy, what else do I want? What else will help me? I already did hit points. Energy capacity might help me. Regen will help me. Damage will definitely help me. Energy rate regen will help me, so I'll get that too. At the beginning, it's pretty easy to get arena shop stuff upgraded. Waiting is fun. Waiting is fun. Alright, I might use the pause button on the recording to so that you don't have to wait and watch. This person has a malice beam, so again, remember what I told you, EMP is not going to be helpful unless you can guarantee that you are going to drain the enemy and they're not going to be able to drain you back. So my EMP only does about 110 right now, so at this point it's actually better for me to try to just, you know, drain the enemy outright and hold on to the EMP. Their regen seems to be pretty decent. So, and if they use EMP on me, nope, they're not. That's actually interesting that they switched to physical weapons. Yeah, see, Frantic Lightning isn't the best weapon, but it will do quite a smackdown sometimes when it comes to people that are drained. Yeah, so he's just doing that. He's just doing cooldown cycles instead of jumping towards. See, now he's in the danger zone, because now I'm going to drain him a little bit, and I'm going to EMP bomb him. Because like I said, all that drain becomes damage because it has to go somewhere. Alright, so we got that clenched. Let's see, I should probably go over here real quick. And even though I don't like it, I should probably upgrade. Oh, well, this is a rare power kit. What we want to do is hold on to that so that when we get other power kits, we can use 3 max common power kits. Ooh, fuel. Yay. Even though I'm probably going to burn through that fuel in like 5 seconds. We're going to want to, can't remember what I was talking about. we're going to want to, with the rare power kit, we're going to want to use 3 max common power kits and 1 power kit, common power kit that's level 5. That's about, I think about 3,500 boost power, and that will actually boost the rare power kit to max, which will turn that into a combined amount of 50. So basically you're taking 3,500 boost and turning it into 1,500 boost, or 3,500 boost into 5,000 boost. I have to look at the numbers again because I can't remember how many zeros are after things. And this guy's got a good energy mech. I might actually get my butt kicked. They have a sacrifice cannon, which is sort of silly in a way. These guys are range 3 to 6, I think. Does he have enough to drain me? He might not. Yep. He ran out of energy to run his other top-mounted weapon. I believe they're called Blue Madness or some crap like that. Alright, let's see where my range is. I don't have energy either? That's strange. Huh. Maybe he did more than I thought. Maybe I'm the one that got drained first. Usually arena matches don't take this long. I need to figure out how to get the speed up on these. Eventually there's a way to do it, and I can't remember how. I think it's like the first time you do Clan War or something, you can boost the speed. So that's one thing that probably needs to be looked at in terms of bugs on this game. So if his hammer isn't very decent, it's 32, I might get my butt kicked. This might be something I just won't be able to get over. So, and normally people would quit out by now, but I like to wait and see if they make a mistake. So we'll see. Probably not, but we'll see. So their hammer is legendary level. Yeah, see, I didn't make it. No worries. You don't win them all. I'm going to try to pause all the stuff in between the matches so that you don't have to sit there and wait. See, now, this is one mistake I want to talk to you guys about in terms of beginning the game. This person painted their whole mech. I mean, with all due respect, I'm not against paint. I think it's awesome, actually. But this level of paint, when you're starting out, is not a good idea because, these are tokens he's spending on, this is seven tokens per item he's using to paint his mech. When instead, what he could be doing is oops, you can, I can do this, cool down. Okay, so I have officially energy broken. But yeah, he could have spent this on getting closer to a premium pack. But instead he's doing that. I wonder that runs. Thank goodness his flamethrower runs on energy too. My goodness, that'd be horrible. Alright, you notice his drone, which is a heat point, is a 3-turn drone, and it went back in. I'm going to choose to do this because I need to cool down. Make sure he doesn't overheat me. I might not have that option next time. He needs to pull his drone out, but he didn't. So now I'm going to stop to get him out of the way and EMP bomb him. I don't know if it's going to work. And then next turn I'm probably going to teleport out and hit him with Frantic Lightning if I can. We'll see. He should have pulled his drone out by now. Because his drone will still fire without energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom goes the dynamite. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Energy capacity, sure, I'll upgrade that. Oops, do we have 2 more? Alright, 2 more. Heat cooling, that would be nice. There we go. You can get 1 more, and I'm going to pause it while it searches. Alright, this person is using the claw. which is a legendary or a premium torso that some people get. Honestly, even though I have adapted to using the claw in my main account, I hate the claw. I think it's a dumb idea. It's like, let's take this mobile, armored, fighting machine that's totally awesome and turn it into basically a paperweight. Because it doesn't, you can't really go anywhere. This doesn't move. Now you can teleport, you can charge, you can grapple. There are ways around using this. The main benefit of using the claw is specifically, what is it called? The hit points. Alright, I'm going to rush forward to try to drain this guy. Hold on, what does my drone do? 21? That's probably good enough. So I can cool down. So they're at 3 now. But anyway, so that's the main reason people use that. See, now they're using cooldown cycles. So, I may have one, but I need to be careful because, just because I think I have one doesn't mean if I make a mistake, this guy can come back and beat me up. So, but yeah, so he made the mistake of using claw apparently without any utilities. He did a resistance drain. So now I'm going to hit him with EMP. And so he's stuck there. See, that's the reason he uses it, though. People use the claw for the hit points. But honestly, it's like, if you can't manage the downside of not being able to move with the claw, then stuff like this will happen. Now they're using the physical version of the battery armor. I think it's just called battery armor, but I can't remember. Ooh, nice. So now I have grapple. Now notice something, that this one's higher level and does more damage. Just for right now, I'm going to swap it in. I do intend to do better than that soon, just for right now I can't. So I'm going to upgrade my Hungering Beam, just because it's the weapon that lags behind, and I need something for close range. So I've done my 5 daily. I'm going to keep fighting, and I'm going to pause it while it searches for an enemy. Alright, this guy might be trouble. He got a very lucky drop. He got a weapon called Valiant Sniper, so he can do 100 drain in 1 turn. If I can survive that, no, I can't. Okay, well, we solved that problem. Well, at least using the physical grapple, I can, stomp. Maybe if I'm lucky, he'll make a mistake. He may make a mistake. He's gonna probably, nope. He did not make a mistake. So I'm going to have to keep pursuing him. Valiant Sniper, he has 1 more shot of that. There's going to be some difficult stuff. And of course I jumped too close. Jump into range 2 because it looks like he has a range 2 hole. He doesn't have a weapon for range 2, so he's going to have to jump forward and axe, or he's going to have to jump back and Valiant. So, not really much I can do. He's got a better mech, so, I would still recommend fighting through the match, because, that's the chivalrous thing to do, in my opinion, but, whatever. This guy's, this early with a Valiant Sniper, he's actually got a really good mech going, in terms of getting a good item. So, yeah. Let's see what he does, though, because if I get enough to drop that EMP, he's going to be SOL. It looks like he has a hot flash, which will fire even if he doesn't have energy, so I'm probably just dead anyway. So this is probably the best I can do. It's no one's fault. It just happens in the game. Some people get nice items early on. The last time you saw me get platinum on the other mech. Alright, I'm going to pause real quick. Alright. So, let's see what happens. This guy's got a lot of energy. It doesn't seem to have a lot of energy items. I might get lucky, but I don't know yet. It depends on what he's trying to hit me with and how the match goes. Because he's running a hybrid because, I mean, you know. Now here's the question. If I hit him with 110, is it worth it right now? No, because I won't drain him all the way. So I should probably just hit him with what I have. His will do 42 drain. He's got an inferior drone. We'll just have to see how it goes. So when I hit him with that, I still don't have enough to completely drain him, so I'm going to have to use that. And I'm going to have to be careful because I need to cool down. It's a really weird mix of things he's got, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a cooldown cycle. I have to, because he's going to overheat me if I don't. That would have actually been an opportunity for EMP. Maybe. But we'll see what he does. Okay, he gave up. By the way to know if, in my opinion, the way to know if there's a, never mind. I'll go back to that screen in a second. Try to run another 4 arena missions, and I'm going to pause while it's looking for one. It's like a golem torso, but they upgraded it, which is sort of a bad idea. Alright, this guy has close range stuff that's really good. This might be really difficult to do, but he doesn't have very much energy, so we'll see what happens. If he's using the sword, the flamethrower, and the... Oh, look, he's also got a heat point. Yeah, this is going to be really tough. This is going to be tough. I'm just barely at my energy mark, or my cooling mark. So, like, and he's got a lot of hit points, so I might get my butt kicked. I don't know. Depends. Nope, comes Stomp. Alright, so how much regen did he have? 44. How much does this do? 44. Alright, so I'm going to do that and do a cooldown cycle because I don't want him to overheat me. My cat just jumped up on the desk. Hey, cat. Hey there, little kitty. I love you, cat. I love you, silly cat. Are you licking my face? Alright, so I'm barely keeping this guy at bay. He's got a lot of hit points even now. He's trying to overheat me. I don't know if he's figured this out yet, but his heat point drone, yeah, I think he's figured it out. His heat point drone will fire even if he doesn't have energy. So in theory, he can just sit right there, and his drone will probably finish me off. But of course, I'm going to try to do better than that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let me see, how much does the drone do? Yeah, I'm going to get destroyed. I need to like do a cooldown cycle. Anyway, so there are some times where like this, where like no matter what type of tactics I have, I'm going to probably get my butt kicked. There's just nothing I can do about it. He has a very highly upgraded heat point drone, which is a smart idea. You know, this guy's pretty smart. So this is probably going to be one of those things where I get my butt kicked. Nothing I can do about it. Just do your best. That's all you can really do. Honestly, all he has to do is do a cooldown cycle and his drone will kill me. Boom. Yep. Heat point is a good heat damage drone. I don't care what people think. The only problem with heat point having 3 uses before it goes back into your mech is that most heat versus heat mech battles go past 3 turns. Most other mechs, like energy and physical, those combinations don't usually run a lot of turns, but heat versus heat does. Alright, this guy again, Mr. Paints a Lot. Hello there, Mr. Paints a Lot. Are you paying attention now? We'll see. Are you gonna fight me? What are you gonna do? What's XD exclamation point mean? Because XD, if it's a face, is different from whatever. You get the point. So he's also got a heat point, but last time he didn't figure out that his heat point fires without energy. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to. He's a heat mech, so I'm gonna have to watch my my heat, but I might get lucky. Probably a stomp or a sword next, or maybe a flamethrower. All right, yeah. Now I'm at a point where I must do something to drain this person. So either I can cool down and run Hungering Beam and drain him, which works out. The other option would have been Stomp and EMP, but that would have kept my heat high because I didn't do a cooldown, and therefore I would have gotten my butt kicked anyway. So like 63 is my heat soon. Yeah, so I'm going to have to use Hungering Beam again to keep him drained, and then shut my engine down because of the heat. See, that's you want to be careful that you don't panic. You need to pull his heat drone out, pull your drone out. That's probably the best thing you should do. Heat point fires without energy. He's probably thinking about it. What do I do now? There you go. Good job. Alright. EMP works as a 1 turn. Because I had to cool down again. Because he's got heat. He's raising my heat level, so that's fine. Heat point, like I said, is a good drone, but it's more for heat damage. There are other options for heat damage, like Solar Flare, which is a premium. There's the Backstabbing Guardian, which is also a premium. There are options, other options than Heat Point, but I like Heat Point. Just, it's only for heat damage. It's actually a liability when it comes to drain. Okay, now, if you notice, like, this is probably the last turn, so etiquette, it'd be nice to say good game. Do your best. There you go. Ooh, I got a void. Face or skull drones. Alright, so in theory this is supposed to be heat and this is supposed to be. So that will go over here. I think I'm actually gonna go back to this. Just because I don't really have a decent reason to say that. I'm just doing it because I wanna. Alright. The other mechs are just there as placeholders. Let me think here. Alright, I won that last match. I need 3 more. If I can just get those tokens. Alright, at this point, I can't actually EMP him and he can't kill me back. Because I have regen. His hot flash isn't going to do enough. Now that's a repulsor, just so you know. I don't like repulsors at all. In some sense, they're sort of like wasting a turn. So my conflict here is like he has hot flash, which generates heat. So in theory, he can drain me. I'm gonna do this just to be. In theory, he can drain me. And I can't do anything about it, but if I use my tactics, I should be able to handle it. Now, he's using that backfire cannon, the cracked whatever. I think it's bull crack. It's garbage. And the hot flash is overheating him, so he's actually gonna harm himself here. He doesn't have any more, well, he has 1 more repulsor shot, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, so he can keep trying to drain me, he can keep firing that thing, and, he might even be successful. But he's going to run out of repulsor shots eventually. I wonder how much energy that cost me to do that. So I'm just going to get close, because he has a problem with close. He's going to have to stomp and then try to use that backfire cannon, which is going to damage him for 31, or he'll teleport, sure, whatever. Sure, whatever. Maybe I should not have gotten rid of or swapped out the physical grappling hook, but if I hold on to dear life here, maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe. Because that sucker does, crack damage. And I'm probably going to die. Oh well. That's the one thing about fighting the hot flash mechs. The energy mechs that use hot flash. I don't like that at all. because they're energy free, but that's just the way the game goes. So I need 3 more matches. I'll pause it while it's looking. Alright, this guy, I might be able to drain him. He has a legendary. Ooh, he has, what's that weapon called? I'm trying to remember what's even called. It's I'll tell you about it in a second. It's called Delirium. It's actually a really good 4 to 8 range energy premium weapon. So it's good. It does damage. It's not necessarily the best. Hysteria would be better if you wanted to drain someone at 4 to 8 range. I guess this guy just timed out. Nope, he didn't. So here's the question again. If I do this, will I be able to drain him? I think the answer is yes. But you have to be careful with that, because if you drain yourself and then they have like hot flash like the other guy did, you're just going to screw yourself over. Alright. So I'm going to really quickly upgrade my doohickey thingamajigger. What I'll eventually do, that's why I'm not using rare items to do this boost. I'm holding on to the rare items so that when I get this thing to max rare, I can use those rares to upgrade it to epic. And I'll probably leave it at level 1 epic because it's not worth upgrading past that, because it's going to end up becoming legendary food. Alright, this guy has got... Okay, it's the epic version, it's not the premium version. It's not Iron Frenzy. Hello there! Alright, if I EMP him, it's not going to drain him enough, so I'm not going to do that yet. Just mouse beam, and I'm going to pay attention to my heat, because he's a heat mech. That's probably a corrupt light. It's back there, but maybe not. That's Spanish. I don't know Spanish very well at all. So how much energy does he have? Alright, now I might be able to do that. Because you have to make sure you drain him, otherwise you're screwed. And also, I went over heat on purpose. I don't know if he has some energy-free heat weapons. I don't think he does. But if he does, again, I might be screwed. I can't tell because it's behind the hammer. So I'll probably get a recoiler stomp. Yep. So now I need to make sure I see, that's why you want to have heat capacity. Sometimes it gives you enough slack, enough room to work with, that I was able to go over my heat quotient a little bit and still drain him, but you have to be careful. In general, if you have to like pick a decision in terms of how you want to do things, it's probably best that you always cool down when you get to that level, especially if they have a heat bomb, because then their goal is going to overwhelm you with the heat bomb, and then you're just done. So someday this person will move. Someday. By the way, I love hammers. I'm not against them. Some people don't like them, and they don't work in every situation, but hammers are good to have, even if the only thing you use them for is like fighting the Titan. So I'm winning because I was able to drain him. So at this point, I'm going to teleport out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hit him with that. Because I want to do damage. And he's going to try to come over. And jump backwards and malice beam. And I said good game too late. That's okay. Alright, so now I need 2 more wins to get that box of goodies. Let's see if I can upgrade my hungering beam just a little bit more. Oh, too late. Oh, sweet. This is going to be an important thing for you to see because I hate this crap. Look at this. Level 16, and he has a legendary and a mythical Frantic Brute. This is why people hate Frantic Brute, is because of this. Because you can be overpowered very easily. However, notice something. He's got what's called the EFA torso, energy-free armor. It's a very good torso. I don't know why he decided to put Phase Shocker with that. That's like silly. It's a very good torso, but it's energy-free, and they didn't count on that. So they're trying to run around. Man, I'm screenshotting this. Trying to run around with some freaking EFA, but they're also, if you look at them, they're also using dual Frantic Brute, i.e. Frantic Cancer. That has got to be some bullcrap right there, but whatever. Let's see, how do I want to do this? But I can also be cruel here in a second. Like if he gets close, I might be able to EMP and teleport out. In this case, I don't think so. So I can just energy flamethrower and stomp, which will do more damage. So he's in a loop where he's going to have to continue jumping over and stomping on me, because that's all he's got. I mean, I love energy-free armor, but that was a bad idea. So for now, I can afford the hit points to just let him get over and stomp, but in a second, I'm probably going to teleport out. I was hoping that he would be at range 2 so I could EMP bomb him, but that's okay. You know, and maybe I could have jumped over them instead, but he backed up. Why did he back up? Why did he do that? Now he's really done for. Good game, but I should have probably not even said good game to someone that runs Frantic Cancer. Okay, now really quickly, this is how I tell if something is a good deal in this game. 5 premium boxes. If you pull up your calculator and do 335 times 5 premium boxes, that would cost you 1,675 tokens. So for this, you're getting a discount. This is a deal. So I would tell people if they had the tokens to get this. This is a good idea. Alright, just one more match and I should be able to open that pack. I'm going to pause it while it looks. Okay, and then this guy, which he actually looks like a legitimate human being, not like a tabber or any sort of hacker. Now, the interesting thing is, just recently, Alex fixed the game so that you cannot use the tabbing cheat, which makes me happy. It makes me happy that people can't tab anymore, because that was bullcrap. But whatever. Oh, also notice this guy doesn't have very much heat, so he's probably going to get his butt kicked. But anyway, so I'm able to drain him. Poor guy. This is just like, this was like yesterday when I was fighting in the arena. It's like sometimes I'd run into someone like myself and I would be the guy on the right. I'm like, crap. Alright, so I'm going to hit him with EMP. Good game. Boom. Alright. So I'm getting to 15, but I guarantee you now it's going to be like, you need 2 mechs. Actually, hold on. Yeah, 2 versus 2. Yeah, so now it actually matters if I have another if I have another mech or not. And do I have another mech? Probably. No, I don't really have another mech. So let's see what I have, though. Let me go over here. I'm going to take everything off, all of the second and third mech. Let's see what I have, see what the strongest stuff I have is. So, okay, torsos wise, I don't have very much. What else do I have, though? I have mainly like one epic of that, one epic of that. This is a 3 to 6, this is a 1 to 2, this is a 4 to 8, that's 3 to 6, I think, yeah. What would be stronger? This would be more damage, so I should probably basically make this like a wannabe physical mech, but it's not really a physical mech right now, so, you know. Physical seems to be the stuff I have the most of. I mean, the heat boots are actually more upgraded, so I might have to use this for my close range, and this is like 1 to 2, 1 to 2. These aren't very good. That might be fun just for pushback, but it's not really useful yet. So this is why you see people with like a whole bunch of stuff. Hold on a second. Mail call. Anyway, so I'm back. This is why you see people with a whole bunch of weapons on their mechs at this rank, is because they don't really have anything else. So heat is probably like the best I can do for now. I'm gonna go with heat on this second one, but I'm not gonna be able to play the arena. Good thing I've gotten all my wins, so I should be able to go into the campaign, and it should let me get one of my rewards boxes. Yay! It's this much. Alright, and I got a whole bunch of epic power kits. This is going to be nice. Epic power kits are like 2 max rare power kits. Sort of. So let's see what I can do with this. Because mainly I need to like upgrade my first mech. How much boost power do these have? Okay, so I was wrong. Taking these ones right here, these are, look at, it's like 6,000 boost power now. These are like that much boost power. I really need to boost the stuff on this, so that's probably what I should do. But anyway, so taking common power kits and using those to upgrade things is probably an upgrade legend to upgrade rare power kits. Basically you turn 35,000 boost power into 50,000 boost power just by doing that. And I'll show you sometime in this game when I get a chance. The Naga is a good torso, and it's worth upgrading all the way through Legendary, even to Mythical. And at this point, even to Divine, but I don't have the stuff to do that. So for now, I'm just going to max this out. So let me think here, how do I want to do this? I don't know. There's some things I need to do. This needs to be upgraded for sure, because this is my main drain weapon. Oops. This one, nope, where is it at? Usually I would say upgrade the torso first, but I want to bump up the other weapons just a little bit. So, you notice 17,000 boost power. The number that you see before it goes into the next level of boost, so you have, I'm basically making sure that I don't use too much boost power to boost this. Okay, so that's actually good, because if I can get another Malice Beam, I can replace my Frantic Lightning with this, because I don't need to do damage, I need to do drain. Dual Malice would actually be better overall. So this has that much boost power. I'm almost there. Man, I almost get there. I don't know, hold on. What I should do, honestly, is take this, boost it a little bit with this, and that amplifies the amount of boost I can then apply to my Malice Beam. There's my side weapons. There you are. And I'm almost there. Once I get that to epic, then I'll be able to use it. So let's see, what other things we have? Torsos, legs. I should probably upgrade my legs just a hair, just a little bit, because those add hit points and damage. But most of the time, usually I would send everything to my torso, and Naga is a good torso. So for now, let's see, now I have 870 hit points instead of 817. I'm doing a little bit better. So let me think here. Now I should probably go to the campaign and do stuff with the campaign. Because like it won't, like it's going to tell me I need more wins for all the other prize boxes I've already fought all the way through. That's fine though, because I'm going to try to get that premium pack. So there's going to be a lot of campaigning. So as soon as that other malice beam is up to speed. Do. That's why it's tempting not to get rid of Frantic Lightning at the first part of the game. Because, I mean, even though it's not the best for Drain, it's really hard to go wrong with it at the beginning of the game because it does good damage. That's what you can't deny. You can't deny that it does good damage. So first priority is Drain. One thing you can do is look at the range or something. It's like, sweet, you jumped closer. Just as a side note, the side missions are increasingly difficult. Just the way it is. Keep that in mind. Don't be discouraged if you can't beat the side missions even though you can beat the main missions. Because sometimes that's just the way it is. I say that because I might not be able to beat this. We'll just have to see. I might just barely beat it. And if, in that case, it would be a good indication I should probably stop the campaign, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna survive. So I barely survived that side mission. Side missions are difficult, so like I said, I may stop doing the side missions just so I can do the main missions. Ooh! That Anubis torso, even though it's not the best, is better than the one that's on here. So that's 488 damage. That's a little bit better than what I had. So, alright, whatever. So I'm probably not going to do that side mission. I need to do more. Should probably not click that. Probably need to do more arena missions, but whatever. That reward box would help me. I'm going to go ahead and skip it for now. Because I have to go and like do more combat. So we'll see. Let's see how far I get in the campaign first. I'll try to get you there to that magical place where you see the next premium pack. Alright, good. Health packs. That means I should be able to do this. And given how low their energy is, I'm going to do that first. Smack. There we go. So, boom goes the dynamite. They're not in EMP range. It'd be really nice to get that malice beam updated, because then I can probably do some cool stuff with that. Boom. And the ad. Alright. And let's see here. Level up again. Yay. Alright, let's see if I can beat the next mission. Let the computer beat up some of these buildings and things. These are physical mechs. If I can drain them, I might be able to survive. I did not get a health pack, so that's not going to be the best thing, but oh well. So they're physical mechs. The Naga has pretty good physical resistance, so see, it's back to 31 already. We'll just have to see how it goes. Alright. And then finally that. I honestly do not know if I can beat the final boss with this mech. I could try, but it might be really difficult. Oh, sweet. I came right into range. Now, it's like, eat crap. I don't know if they have a grappling hook. So, I don't know what I want to do at this point. Because if I teleport out, they might have a grappling hook. They're just going to kick my butt anyway. Okay, now you're stomping. I sort of expected that. They're going to get their energy back, but they don't have enough range, so they're going to stomp. Lead them on a wild goose chase. Now they ran out of energy. If I can stay out of their stomp range, we're just going to keep pounding them. So I'm probably going to have to like teleport out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, they don't have a grappling hook. So I'll just jump over and stomp them. There we go. So I was able to pass that. It just depends. I think the first time with the 1v1 campaign all the way through, I think you can actually beat it with an energy mech, but I don't know for sure, so we'll see how far I get. Alright, burning boots. I already have something on the other one. That actually might be helpful though. Hold on. Nope, I got one of those already, so. See how far in the campaign I can get. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played the campaign through. I'm actually surprised that there are this many energy mechs. I'm gonna let the computer go ahead and beat up all the buildings and stuff. Alright, one heal pack isn't too bad. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna do something silly like this. Make him move backwards. He might. Oh, this one's actually got some halfway decent moves. This might be a challenge. I have to teleport out. I don't have a teleport, so the best I can do is try to keep him drained. Alright, see, it's getting more challenging. I don't know if I'll be able to beat the game this way. But I'll take the campaign to the max, pausing the ad. Alright, skipping the ad. Alright, let's see how far I can get. I think I'm about to hit the wall in terms of what I can accomplish with this mech, which means I might have to save some of this till tomorrow. Alright, let's go get the buggy first. At least this video is useful in the sense of you can see what the campaign mechs are. So that you know what to load your mechs up with. Alright, let's see here. We got close range weapons. I have teleporters. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here and get this guy. Alright, like before. And drone will get it. So now I'm going to go ahead and heal and see if I can beat this guy. Just saying, some of the ads on this game are just dumb. Alright, let's see what I got. Alright, he's not able to heat me up. I can do this right now because I still have him broken. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport out. And I don't know if he has a grappling hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Smack. And let's see what happens. Nope, he doesn't have a grappling hook that works. So now he is in a range where I can just kill him. Got him. Alright. It wasn't too bad. And more tokens. As you go higher up in the difficulty of these, you get more tokens, obviously, so you let the computer kill all the buildings. Alright, now I'm going to go and attack the buggies first because they're the easiest, usually. Notice that the enemies in this game are getting a lot more overpowered, or a lot more strong, I should say, so a lot stronger. Annihilation buggies. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to make an effort to teleport out faster. Draining these guys actually does no good because those annihilations are energy free. So I should probably just focus on doing damage. And I'm skipping the ad. Now it's time to attack this guy. I can go ahead and use health packs because I have as many health packs as there are enemies. Oh look, they're all annihilation mechs. I wonder if the other one's that way too. Boom. Let's see. I think I'll jump backwards. Alright, got him. Now for the final mech. Okay, this guy has annihilations, which means they still have the ability to shoot me at energy free, but their drone is shut off, so at least there's that. And I could at least jump away, which means they have to jump towards and fire their annihilations. See where I am on the map. So they still have to run over to get me. So what I can do is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can at least try to stay out of their range and minimize how much damage they can do. See, they didn't even fire that time at all. Boom. See, that's like I said, that's going to be a hard choice as to getting rid of frantic frantic lightning, because it does a lot of damage at this level. See, more module slots, more inventory slots, more tokens, 288. I might actually be able to get all the way through this. I'm going to skip the computer beating up all of the buildings. Alright, so I might actually get to go all the way to Big Boy. That's going to be sort of interesting. Alright, this guy has what are probably energy-free weapons, so there's really no point in me trying to drain him at this point, because these don't use energy at all. I mean, I can still use EMP as a damage weapon if I need to, but it doesn't really do much for me. Alright, let's see here. And tank. Oops, hold on. Tank. There we go. Boom. He's also got energy-free weapons, so at this point, it's probably just better to hit him with damage weapons, because he's going to get close anyway. There you go. Alright, this guy has just swords. Heat sword hugger, or heat hugger. So what I can do is I can take away his energy, and now he has to do something, like stomp. And his drone doesn't even work, so I can just keep stepping away. Make him continue to chase me. I'm going to do this and shut down just because I need to cool down, and because I'm going to use teleport and frantic the next turn. There you go. Boom goes the dynamite. So let's see, how far can you get with this stuff? Don't know. Alright, I'm going to skip the part of the computer beating up all the buildings. Okay. Crap. I didn't stop it fast enough, but whatever. Alright, in theory, I can train him. So now he's just got stomps. Same tactic. Keep him drained, run away. I might do a hybrid solution here where I also stomp, because he's going to come over and stomp me into the wall. And it gives me more range to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost got him. So at this point, just jump over and stomp. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Just pausing for the ad. Alright. So what I really wanted to do Now I know that I can get about 150 damage out of fighting the mechs. So I should be able, in theory, to beat these guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat the big boy at the end. But, you know, these guys, I can, like... what I'm basically doing is I know that these enemies will do less damage. So I'm trying to fit all the damage I can into the mech before I have to use a healing pad. Or a healing pack, which then, you know, it just increases my odds of surviving all the mechs. See, I'm not even a half yet. Come over here and do this. Alright, let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's close range stuff, but I don't know if it's going to work without energy, is it? Nope, it's not. So, I can get these guys pretty easily. Try not to use a healing pack just yet. Alright, now I need to use a healing pack. I think I can handle both of these because it took about 150 damage from the last one. Alright. And he's going to rocket forward. Or grapple, maybe. Let's see here what I want to do. I want to drain him so he's not attacking me. Keep him drained. Because he has to keep using 2 movements to get to me. Maybe he's going to stomp. I'm going to go back and use Malice Beam. Keep him drained. I'm going to teleport out because he's stopping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And damage. Didn't get him, but I will in the next turn. The only thing about Frantic Lightning is sometimes it'll do less damage. Alright, so I have enough damage, or enough hit points to survive the others. Alright, now it's time to drain them, etc. This time it actually makes more sense for me to let him come over and stomp, just so I can teleport farther away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, now I'm going to jump backwards and hit again. Alright, what do I want to do? I want to jump out of the corner and stomp him. And he's going to stomp back. And just jump back and use my balance beam. There you go. Alright, this is the mission, by the way, mission 7, that I used to farm for more experience to try to level up. Alright, so now I'm going to really try to get in there and see what I can do with this guy. I'm going to pause it while the computer AI blows up all the buildings. Alright, so I got 4 healing packs. I think I should be able to do this. We'll have to see. At this point in the game, though, they're all heat, so I'm really going to have to pay attention to my cooling. See, he came closer, so I'm going to instantly silence him. Because I want the important thing at this point of the game, I'll talk during this ad. The important thing during this phase of the game is if I can stop the enemy mech from doing damage to me by draining them, which is what I'm doing, then I should be able to beat this game. Because, you know, having enough hit points depends upon being able to, like, drain them. So let's see here. Get my drone out. See if I can do the same thing with this guy. EMP. Now let's see how it goes with these guys. These guys have supreme cannons which push, so this might actually be a little bit more difficult. We'll have to see. Depends on how far they push me, because if they run out of range, they'll grapple me anyway. So in this case, what I'll want to do is stomp an EMP, specifically because that lowers how much damage they can do to me. And notice his drone didn't work. Even though his close range weapons did. By the way, this is sort of a topic that we like to have fun with when it comes to the forums and the discords for this game. We like to try to make these campaign configurations, even though like they're not going to work very well, but we like trying to make them anyway just because it's funny. But 6 weapons, you don't need to make a mech with 6 weapons. Do not take mech building advice from the stuff that you see in the campaigns. Trust me, it's not a good idea. You'll see that when we get to Big Boy. Big Boy has dual annihilations, so this crap is going to be difficult. I'm going to say it right now. So let's see, drone. Again, same song and dance. Oh, not this time. Now I don't know if they can grapple, but they can charge. So that's fine, because I'll just wipe them out. So let's see. Big Boy can be challenging when you first start out, because he's got dual annihilations, which are energy free, so he could sit there and just pound the crap out of me. So I'm going to go ahead and do drone first. I can drain him from here. They might charge forward, but that just lets me use EMP. Anyway, boom. So let's see here. Let's see what happens. I think I have enough hit points. We'll see what happens. This might be difficult. This might not be. But they have dual annihilation. By the way, though, don't make Big Boy, because that's just dumb. There's not enough energy for me to drain him at first, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to, do it now. And now comes the part where I'm going to have to avoid those. So I'm going to have to keep backing up, so he can only fire one. If I just stood there, he'd be firing both. And that's not a good idea, honestly, because he will kick your butt. But yeah, don't make Big Boy. Don't get these pieces and make that for an arena mech. That's a really bad idea, just saying. Alright, finished 1v1 in 2 days. What do I want to do? I'm going to do this cute little thing, run over here and use the flamethrowers, even though it's an energy flamethrower. Alright, so in 2 days, if you use your tokens wisely, and you save for premium packs, which I'm getting close to, I actually might get with this one, you can do this. You can get to a very good and efficient start with your mech, and hopefully I get a legendary out of that. That'd be great. Nope. Blue box. It's basically what we call this is the blue box, because you get blues. Yay! Beating the 1v1 campaign. I'll be back. Whatever. Yay, whatever. World is safe again. And it probably won't let me. Yeah, you don't have enough wins. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Oh, I'm so close. I'm getting so close to that. So, what can I do to get closer? That's a good deal, by the way. I'm just not getting it. So, I don't have the tokens. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning of the 1v1. And I'm going to go to the next difficulty level. See if I can get that. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here to spare you the details. And then I'll turn the video on when I get enough for a premium pack. I'm going to turn the video back on so you can see some of the harder missions, because now I'm playing in hard mode trying to get those tokens. So at this point, for example, I'm lucky that these guys don't have energy-free weapons. The last one I did was actually more hard, even though it was lesser in level. simply because of the fact that they had annihilations, which are energy free, and so the AI was difficult to beat last time. This one's easier to beat simply because they don't have energy free weapons. But anyway, you get the point. Okay, so this should be, if I understand correctly, this is the first main boss on hard mode. If I can beat this, I think that will be enough to get me enough tokens for the second premium pack, which is the point of this recording. I'm going to pause it while the computer destroys the stuff. Alright, now I'm in first mech. Should be able to get this on my own. EMP blast. Alright, so I think I should be able to beat this boss. I always start that crap. The AI does. I hope your mech is insured. I hope your face is insured, bro. There, drained. Of course, he's got flamers. So 63. Yeah, I need to do a cooldown. Because if I don't, I'm gonna get my butt kicked. Okay, he's got energy free stuff. That's okay. And finish move, Mega Stomp, which is usually my favorite. Yeah, whatever. Alright. I'm going to probably level up, and I'm probably going to get the tokens from this boss. I don't know if I can open the token box it's going to give me. If it does... Alright. Yeah, sure. Level up, and item box for that. Yay, a Wendigo torso. That is actually an amazing drop, and I'm going to show you why. Let me see if I can get my tokens. There's my tokens. Now, the best thing, like I said, Anubis is not bad. The energy slicer shop mech comes with that, but Wendigo is far superior. So that means I might have, oops, wrong button. I might have the beginnings of a good mech. Now, really quickly, this is just for your info. Lightning Slicer is the first mech I ever bought from the shop. I would not recommend buying mechs from the shop unless you need a specific item from them, but they're good. Now, I'm going to go over them really quickly, briefly, so I can point out the useful things for all of them. This one doesn't really have very much. For example, Scalpel is not going to go to higher levels of upgrade. It's not worth spending the money on, in my opinion, even though I do like it. I was playing this mech for quite a while in the arena, and I had a great time when I first started out playing. It was fun. Power shortage. This one comes with the Naga. If you have no decent energy torsos, this mech might be slightly worth it, and I'm saying this cautiously, slightly worth it in order to level up. It comes with the last words. That's a good and useful weapon. And Torment is a decent energy drone. It's not the best. Phase Shocker is better. And then, of course, this. It comes with Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper is not the best energy torso at all, in my opinion. It is not. Naga is, so if you wanted a decent energy torso, you would have came over here for Naga. Because even though this one comes already legendary, and it's going to technically have more hit points, ultimately Naga is better than the Grim Reaper. These energy legs are not like the best in the game. Ultra Bright, however, is probably one of the best starting energy damage weapons. Energy damage is not really a big thing in this game. Energy drain is more important, but energy damage is not too bad. It's not the best, but it's not too bad. So honestly, this mech, if you need 2 Ultra Brights, this is like a great mech to get. If you need a Grim Cobra, it's great. And if you need a snack, it's great. So this is a decent one. This would be okay to get in my current state, which I'm not going to do. But what I would do is I would pull the Grim Reaper off and use it for my third mech, and then put the Naga on this. Grim Reaper, I would not upgrade it. I would keep it legendary level 1, just because So this shot mech is not worth getting unless you just need a Nightfall, which is probably one of the best 2 to 4 range physical weapons. So I would honestly tell you not to buy this one. This is probably one of the worst ones to buy, unless you just get it for free. Angry Blacksmith, it comes with a Warhammer, which is a decent physical. It's a decent hammer. It's physical, and it does max heat and max energy damage, but it's more or less just for physical stuff. Terror Cry, I can see buying this mech if you need a Terror Cry for a specific type of build, but I don't like it. Annihilation makes this one worth buying if you can't get an Annihilation, because Annihilation is a great weapon, and the Void is a halfway decent physical drone, but it's not the best. Then Lumberjack. This one, the Avenger Torso used to be meta when this game first got to the reloaded phase, but it's not worth it now. This would be like, if this is the best torso you have for your physical mech, then okay, but there are better ones. These power bottoms are not worth having, because honestly, they only go to legendary, so you might as well not put any effort into them, even if you did buy this, but I would not recommend buying this. Night Eagle is useful, so if you just absolutely need to have a Night Eagle for your claw build, go for it. Hurlbat is not a good drone at all. So let's see here. This one, the Revenant Torso, is not worth it. Corrupt Light is halfway decent, but if you really need a Corrupt Light, you'll eventually find one anyway. Savagery, if you just absolutely want to have one, it's actually one of the best heat damage weapons there is, or overheating boiler weapons there is. The problem is it's 4 to 8 range. So usually most battles are in 3 to 6 range, like Corrupt Light and other stuff. The Drone Clash is halfway decent. It's not the best. It's halfway decent damage mech. This one is probably the most valuable mech if you just had to buy one. Brutality is not the best torso. Wendigo would be better. So honestly, if I bought this, I would put the Wendigo on it. These legs suck, but the reason it's worth it is because of the Crimson Rapture. This is an absolutely great premium close range heat weapon. Dawn Blaze is one of the best 3 to 6 range damage weapons. Not the best, but one of the best. Vandal Rage is great for a boiler. The meta boiler that Avatar uses is that. And Nemo is probably the best boiler drone. So ultimately, if you had to buy any of the shot mechs, this would be the one you'd want to buy. But it's extremely expensive in terms of tokens. I just wanted to point all those out. So finally, the reason we're here, the second premium pack. All right, let's see what we got. All right, we got an Energy Engine, Supreme Cannon. These are some decent stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm going to do with them. Yeah, I spend 600 tokens. I get tokens for spending tokens. All right, so what would I do with these weapons? This one I really need to upgrade to. I need to get this upgraded to max. All right, sweet. I need to upgrade this. So this is worthless. This is worthless. This is worthless. Boom. Now I have 2 Malice Beams. This is going to be great. So what I'm going to do here, and I'm going to show you what we should do. So what we should do is we should put this in here. So we have 2 Malice Beams. It can stay right now only because we have the weight. It's not really anything going on. This Electrolyte is a great energy damage weapon, but it's range 2 to 4, and it's not going to be useful for this configuration, so unfortunately I'm going to hold on to it because it's good and I can use it on something else in the future, but for right now, Snack is better. A charge weapon is going to be great because it helps out, and then what I'm going to do, see, I might actually have to pull the frantic lightning off already after all. I'm going to put this on here. These type of modules that have the ability to go to Divine are going to be your bread and butter in this game. You really need to work on stats in this game to be able to survive. So I'm going to sort of organize my stuff to show you what I'm talking about. In theory, if I get a Savior resistance, I should put that one instead of all of these individual ones. But here's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put energy stuff on the bottom. Oops. My goal for all of this is to get to about, and this is going to take a while, like maybe rank 10, or upgrading a lot of stuff. Eventually, I'm going to want to get all my energy and heat capacity to 600. 625 is probably even better, but 600 at least. And then my regen and cooling need to be at least 300 each in this game. That's how you survive. The rest of the stuff, I have horrible heat stuff, but at least I have good energy stuff, so I might be able to survive in this game in terms of the arena. It's just going to take some time. Alright, so this one has a heat, and this one will have a heat. So I'm going to put all the used stuff over on this. This one doesn't have enough cooling to really be super useful yet, but it's got some good weapons. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the Supreme Cannon. It's not the best, but it's much better than the Royal Launcher, that's for sure. Iron Bark, do I need to push people away? Yeah, maybe I do. So I can use Iron Bark to push people away. It's energy free. This I don't really even technically need, but it's just here because, you know, whatever. But I can take it off if I need to, like to upgrade something else with. Alright. And this is like the best heat legs in the game. This is the best non-premium torso in the game. This is going well. So let's look at our third mech. This is a good torso for the third mech. If it's going to be physical, I'm going to use physical legs. But like I said, there's not really many items I have right now, so I can't really do much with it. Put a teleport on it. That's about it. Actually, I should probably put, if I'm going to get to, in the arena, I'm going to be in 2 versus 2, so I need to, like, the first and second mechs need to be my best thing. So this is about the best I can do right now. I guess in theory, I could pull the Annihilation off this thing because it has some close range heat stuff. Because in theory, Annihilation is going to do more damage and be more useful than that, but doing all energy is actually better right now. So that's all the heat stuff. This is all the physical stuff. So you can tell if you're just starting off, but the best thing to do when you're starting off the game, like I said before, ooh, that's 100. Boost using 50 items. Oh, I can go and get that right now. 100 tokens. Actually, nope, I don't want to do that. What do I want to do? Probably just absorb that one. I'm holding off on the rares because I might need to use them to upgrade something. Yeah, boosted using 50 items. I'm about to end the video. Thank you for all your patience watching this. I'm sure you're going to probably want to fast forward through parts of it, so I'll try to see if I can edit stuff after. Alright, so let's see what I can do. I'm going to put factory here. And basically that's day 2 of playing Super Mechs. My second premium pack has been opened. Thank you all for watching. This is OneEyedCat signing off. Have a great day.